Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, May the 2nd, 2024. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and informational purposes only, and not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right, on to the charts. All right, crude got it done. First trade this morning, 903.05. Meandered about, took some heat, finally went up. Money management and target one. And then stopping out for one tick on the trailer. So a one and done session there. Unleaded, having a tough time this morning. This is most likely an avoidable trade 33 seconds after 9. Then you pick up the short, 901.50. That stops and reverses at 751. Gives you a money management and target one traders pick up a small win there. Target two picks up a few ticks on the trailer. And that stops and reverses at the trailing stop to short for another stop and reverse. So we have 1, 2, 3 in the fourth trade, which that stops and reverses into a short, which is 5. Finally stops and reverses into a long. Trade number 6 is a winner and mitigates our loss, but definitely a losing session on unleaded. Difficult time. So we'll bring up the micro NQ. Market is open and we go long. Let's see, that's a get in sync. Yeah. So, yep, that went too far. So no trade there. And stopping out on the YM. So we're free to take a new trade. Micro Russell also going too far. That trade ends up being a break even. Now we have a short on the Micro Russell and a short on the YM. Micro Russell has to go down 2, so that'll be 214. Target 1, 211 flat. So we haven't gotten there yet. I am plenty of chances to get into that trade, so definitely in the short. Micro Russell is short. YM is short. Unleaded was a losing session this morning. Crude was a winner. 9 a.m. mini session. And we have a long on soybeans. Soybeans long. 88.5 for the target. 85 3/4. So we have a 7-tick target. And we take a full loss on the Micro Russell. Now have a long setup. Has not triggered yet. And 1.6 to target 1, so that is our money management level. Minimum 14 ticks. This one's got a little bit of a wick. So that 14 ticks is at target 1, at least target 1, 16 ticks. Flat on the pound Aussie at the moment. And in a short on the micro NQ, but our start time doesn't come up until 4 minutes after market open at 8:30 Central. I'm running Eastern timestamps. Exchange time is Central time. So that is 8:30 Central time open, and 8:34 is our start time. So we're still working on getting there. And data's running behind again. So what I'm projecting is going to be a little bit behind what you'll be seeing on your chart. Micro Russell triggering long. YM still short. Micro NQ reaching its money management. So we would not be taking that trade anyway. Please do say hello in the chat. Yes. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Avi. Money management on the Micro Russell. It's up to 15.7. Second trade there. 50 seconds more on the data before we get into a trade. All right. Break even stop out on micro Russell. And then we go short. YM looks like it's definitely got money management and is very close to target. Money management and target 3 rather, on the micro Russell. So 1 loss, 1 break even, and then a win. And market pushing down now. Micro Russell and YM both solidly down. Target 1 in hand on the YM, trailing at 256. Target 4 win, and we're trailing down to around target 3 on the micro Russell. Yeah, just below target 3. And a short setup on the micro NQ. This is within our start times. The micro NQ goes short. 11-1 for the, right now 10-6 for the micro Russell trailing stop. Down beyond target 4. 246 for our trailing stop on the YM. Still 246 on the YM. Short trade on the micro NQ reaches target 1 for money management. Stop comes to 547 3/4. Micro NQ. Pausing a bit. Everybody's pausing a little bit right here. 236 for the YM stop. This is definitely a one and done session for the YM. Now 226. And target 2, so that is a win for micro NQ. 519.5. And we got down to 518.5, so definitely in through target 2. Now look to target 3. Target 2 hit. That's target 3 is our next goal. And down to 2086 on Micro Russell trailing stop. And 201 on the YM trailing stop. Not yet trailing on the Micro NQ. We got to get 150% of target 150% of target 1, I believe it is. Sitting there until launches looked at it. Mm-hmm. 200%. You know, that's a begin trail is 200% of target 1. So in between targets 2 and 3, so we start trailing. Just haven't got that far yet. 192 for the YM stop, and I believe, yeah, we just hit it. So the YM stops out, as does the Micro NQ, and it transitions to long at 527 3/4, which was the break-even stop. Oops. Entry comes down a tick from where we entered that short trade. Long trade, target 1, 571 3/4. Market didn't like something that happened shortly after 9:30 this morning, or right around 9:30 Eastern. We had news at 8:30, but nothing much scheduled at 9:30. Yeah, 2 or 3 red label reports at 9:30 this morning. $2,081 for the Micro Russell. And full stop out and going to short on the soybeans chart. That was a 17 tick risk, 17-point loss on 4 positions. So we'll have to do some work to catch up. Still short on Micro Russell. Full loss on the Micro NQ long, and now into a short. Now Aussie still flat. 2007.1. The Micro Russell stop now. This is turning into a nice runner. And a second full stop out on the Micro NQ. Micro Russell stops out at 071. A big winner there. So that's a break even and a solid win, really solid winner. And I'm almost 9 minutes behind data right now. Long trade on the Micro NQ. We hit the stop and then the entry, so it is a valid trade. I have to track it manually, but this is a valid trade. Short trade for trade number 3 on the Micro Russell. We're down to 025 for our money management. Looks like we got there. Yep. Money management on the micro Russell. And for target 3, Russell going down hard this morning, and YM is seating down again. That doesn't bode well for our long trade on the micro NQ. Target 3, so the second win for the micro Russell. Hitting it on the nose. We're still long on the micro NQ. We have to work through the, come through the 50 now. It's going to have to work up through the 200 to get to money management. Looks like no overbought or oversold readings on pound Aussie. So we're having to wait for something off of the 50 EMA there, or for an overbought or oversold reading. Last overbought reading we had resulted in a before market hope, or before our start time, resulted in a successful trade. So we have got to get another overbought or oversold reading before we get a pink or blue trade. $10 a.m. crude mini session coming up in about 5 minutes. A little less. It's going to be longer than that on my charts. Just under 13 minutes on the charts. We're actually only under 4 minutes away on the clock. And we take a third full loss on the micro NQ. That ends that session. 1 win, 3 losses. That's definitely going to be a losing session as well. And target 3 and target 4 on the micro Russell, trailing stop at 031. Crude setting new session lows now, pushing it fairly significantly up. Got down to 78.72. So we're about 30 cents, 40 cents, 40-cent move upward after setting that session low. Micro Russell stopping out at the 031. Micro NQ now going short with at least a money management trade. We're not participating there. We've exhausted our 3 losses on that trade plan. Soybeans is still short. Failure to get lower after breaking through the 50 EMA is not a good sign for this trade. YM getting down close to the session open. Looks like that session open was right around 38,120. Yep, 38,120. Current low is 38,119 for the session. And looks like we got down to about 21. Yep, 38,121. And another short trade on the Micro Russell. That's triggered in. We got down 2 ticks, 1998. Flat for our money management level. Micro NQ, target 2. We just got caught up in the noise there. Soybeans taking heat. Slightly more than midway from entry to the stop. Full loss on the Micro Russell. So we have a break even, 2 wins and a loss, and now a long trade. Triggering into the long. We need to push up 3 ticks from target 1, 045. This is looking like it may be another loss for us on the micro Russell. And a full stop out on the short on soybeans. We have a get in sync long at 85 and a quarter. And this is a 22 tick risk trade. 12, 20, and 28 are the targets. And we're going to have to go about 4 ticks beyond the session high to get to money management. Difficult morning here. 2 full losses on the soybeans chart. We are after 10 o'clock. My data hasn't caught up yet. So we've got about 5 more minutes before the data hits 10 o'clock. And yep, second loss for the micro Russell. That was the 5th trade. We can take one more. Avi, let's see, 0847.10. So I'm going to assume that's 9:47:10 on my chart. I'm assuming you're on exchange time. Is that correct, Javi? $11.84. And my chart is showing 11.84 and 3/4 at 9:52:01. So that would be 8:52:01, about 5 minutes later. Yeah, looks like you're probably showing it on the second bar here of what my chart is showing. So that's going to be chart differences. Now it may not be different settings. It may just be differences in data on your charts. Bar formation may be slightly different based on where the boundaries are on the range bars. Okay, I see what possibly could have happened, but it looks like this got us down below the. Yeah, I'm running the 5 tick momentum bar as a 5 tick range bar, which is the equivalent to the 1 1/4 momentum bar. But it looks like it's possible, just depending on data, it may be that you're picking up. Let's see. Yeah, that's the first bar that went up above the signal line. So that's possible. That's very possible that just because of the way your chart's set up, you may have had a set of exhaustion dots, something like here. And that possibly would have come up there. But that's very small. It wouldn't take much difference in the data there. So if you we're looking at what 45 seconds difference there to the 47:10 versus 47:56, and that may be where your setup came. Final trade on Micro Russell. Short trade. This would certainly follow the day's trend. So I don't think that's anything to worry about, Avi. That's, I think, just normal differences in data. And the long trade, let's see, yes, it did come back and trigger us in. It's target 1 and target 2 now. Well, 12 and 20, that's 32 ticks, 8 points. Well, 17 points on the first trade and 19 on the second. So we're down 36 points. We just got 8 back, and our trailer is at 85 3/4. Let's see. Time was that's still 3.5 minutes before our start time. As far as my data is concerned, as far as my data is concerned, we are at start time now on the data. Actually, we're in that trade. That was a get in sync, so we are at break even, and we take. Oh, there it is buried in the session low. So, and we do pick up target 1. So that is going to be another one and done session. One and done mini session. Even though I'm a little late reporting it because of the data delay. Target 3 on the micro Russell, and this is a little bit larger than usual trade. Actually, target 2. Yeah, this would be a target 2 take profit. So targets 2 and 3, 3.3 and 4.4. Paul, I just got the beta version of Cloud Control a few days ago, and I have been tied up with other things, so I've got to start testing it for Will. But the release should be coming up fairly soon. Cloud Control hasn't been released yet for NT, but I do have the beta test version. And I will start taking a look at that this afternoon, because I just finished the match that I was involved in yesterday, which is why we had no sessions this week until today. Okay, I'm running Unirenko, but I've been working with the building of it, and I have had no problems with that. Just without any indicators. I've been using Spotlight, or not Spotlight, but Counterpunch indicator to print trades, and some of those are obviously ignored, and that has been a pretty good substitute for trades. But I haven't been trading it because it's running the room, and I can't put it up in the room yet until it goes full release. But I'm going to start working with that a little bit this afternoon or tomorrow. And stopping out on the trailer for the final trade, 3 wins, 2 losses, and a break even on Micro Russell. Stopping out at 97.6. Soybeans trailing stop at 87 flat. Still no trades on the pound Aussie. And target 2 on crude. So that is a one and done session. 2 fixed targets, 14 and 22, 36 ticks. So we are done with micro Russell and micro NQ. Crude is done. The YM is done. Soybeans and the pound Aussie are the only things that I have remaining. And since we've had no trades at all on the pound Aussie this morning, 87.5 for the soybeans trailer. We're in a pretty big hole with 2 full losses on soybeans to begin with. We have down, so we're down 36 points. We got 8, so we're down 28 points right now. And let's see, we're going 85.25 to 87.5. That's 9 ticks. Two and a quarter points times 2 positions, 4.5 points. So we're down. We're still down 23.5 points. So target 3 is 7 points. $88 flat for the trailer. See if we can resolve this trade, and then we'll call it a morning. All the week. Regular schedule next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9:30 Eastern. And Wednesday, 10:30 crude oil inventory report session. $22.5 points down now. Giving current trailing stop on soybeans. That's a pretty strong drawdown on those first 2 trades. $1,800 drawdown. We got 13.5 points back in hand, so $650 of that back already. It's getting further and further behind. I'm trying to shut some things down. A couple other things there. Pullback now in soybeans. I'm getting close to the stop out. One tick above the stop, and there's the stop. Just touched the stop. So that takes us out. That completes that trade. Gives us 13.5 points. And that only got us back to about 22.5 points loss. That's going to be $1,150 loss today. So not a good day on soybeans. Well, we actually could take 2 additional trades, but I'm not going to stay around that long. We've been here an hour roughly. So I will bring it to a close unless there are other questions. Questions or comments? All right, nobody posting. There we go. Yep. See you next week, Avi. I will definitely be here. All right, folks. Everybody have a good one, and we will see everybody next week, 9:30 Tuesday morning. Good trading tomorrow and Monday, and have a wonderful weekend.